The American Free Enterprise System. Today I will be explaining these three essential questions. How does the free enterprise system work? How are resources allocated in a free enterprise system? And what is the role of government in our free enterprise economy? To start things off, let's go over some key things that we need to know. What is a free enterprise system? A free enterprise system is an economic system characterized by private ownership of property and private ownership of productive resources. These are both key factors of stimulation in a free enterprise system. Private ownership of property includes ownership of hotels, ownership of houses, and ownership of condos. Ownership of productive resources includes owning stores, owning factories, or owning rental property. What is it that inspires the free enterprise system? The inspiration of the free enterprise system is profit motive. Profit motive is the force that encourages people and organizations to improve their material well-being. If a person wants to work hard and be successful, they will be rewarded for their efforts. The more effort and innovation one puts into their work, the more benefits one may receive. The kindle for this economic fire is money. What happens when the outcome of a free enterprise system differs from the socially optimal or expected outcome? Market failure. An example of a market failure could be described in the creation of a public good. Let's say a farmer wants a river to be dammed to provide flood protection. The individual farmer could not do it by himself because the costs will exceed the benefits. The outcome turns out to be that building a dam would benefit farmers collectively, but no single farmer would build it. So the government steps in and funds the dam. If the cost is shared amongst all the farmers and the government funds the project, it will result in a dam that everyone can use. Like anything, the building of the dam involves side effects of some sort. These side effects are also known as externalities. An externality is a side effect of a good or service that generates benefits or costs to someone other than the person deciding how much to produce or consume. There are both negative and positive externalities to a decision. The positive externalities of building the dam could include irrigation, provision of flood protection, and provision of reservoirs for water supply. The negative externalities of building the dam could include loss of wildlife habitat due to flooding upriver from the dam, disruption of fish migration along the river, and a large amount of money to fund the project. Externalities are inevitable to every economic decision. What happens to all of the people that are below the poverty threshold and unable to provide for themselves? Well, these people require assistance from the federal government in order to survive day to day. The government provides a redistribution of the money. They do this through transfer payments, which are direct payments of money to poor, disabled, and retired people. Some of the programs included in the transfer payments are TAMP, Social Security, unemployment insurance, and workers' compensation. This assistance is just one of the many benefits of a free enterprise system. Now, due to the fact that poverty is inevitable in a free enterprise system, the poor has to be provided for in order to keep the economy stimulated. To accomplish this, the government provides people with a subsidy. Similar to the transfer payments, a subsidy is a partial payment for people based on their income, age, location of residency, and the size of their family. For example, if everyone is required to have health care, some people won't be able to afford it, so the government gives a specialized subsidy to each person if necessary to help pay for the cost of the health care. Without subsidies, it would be hard for a lot of people to pay for certain things. To answer these questions in a nutshell, The free enterprise system is essentially identical to a pure free market economy, with the exception of limited government intervention. Every person is able to make their own economic decisions, and it is up to the individual as to whether or not they will succeed. The profit motive of the individual drives them to be innovative and efficient, which promotes economic growth. So, if I wanted to be a doctor, I could do that and make a significantly larger salary than, let's say, a used car salesman. The only catch is that there are some things that I would be unable to pay for, such as roads, education, etc. This is when the government steps in and funds the projects through the taxpayer money. So if I was a doctor, I would still have to pay the taxes to the government to help pay for the roads. My resources would be allocated to benefit the other citizens in the economy, even the free riders. To sum things up, I think it is safe to say that the free enterprise system is a large cycle that nearly everyone benefits from. People that work get money, which is then partially given to the government, which is then given to people with barely any money, and then everyone is happy and no man is left behind.